I'm Susan at Big Taste Tiny Teardrop. Welcome back to my channel. On my channel, I share my plant-based meals as we travel across the country, the United States, in our tiny teardrop. We have a Tab 320 teardrop RV. It's fully self-contained, has everything we need, not much more. In today's video, we are traveling from Monument Valley, where we left off, and we are heading to Moab, where we will visit two parks. In today's video, we will be visiting Arches National Park. So hop in, join us as we check out Arches National Park. Okay, we're here at a rest stop in Blanding, Utah, on our way up to Moab for our stay at Arches. And we're going to have some lunch. We're going to have some tortillas with some avocado on them, a little bit of mango on the side, and some maple pecan nuts, and some elote popcorn. So I'm not very skilled at this, peeling a mango. I just discovered that my vegetable peeler is not in the camper, so I'm going to have to buy another one. But in the meanwhile, I'll use this method. Hey, I've smashed the avocado onto my tortilla. I sprinkled a little cumin on it, and I like a little bit of Maldon sea salt with mine. I'll fold that over, and there's the rest of my lunch. Okay, we're here in Moab, and it's about 4:30 in the evening. We're going to have a quick early dinner so that we can head up into Arches National Park without a timed entry pass, which we have one for tomorrow, but we want to scope out the park tonight. So I'm just going to put a little garlic salt into some boiling water and add my pasta. So this is not typically on our menu, but as I said, quick and easy tonight. We're having boxed vegan mac and cheese, and I'm going to add some frozen peas to this. Okay, so the pasta has been cooking for 3 minutes. I'm going to add some frozen peas. Okay, all right, everything is cooked. Like I said, this dinner couldn't really be any easier. Super easy. Definitely on the splurge side for us. We don't usually eat this, but you know, different circumstances warrant different choices. And tonight, I had this packed with us as kind of an emergency meal. And although tonight's not an emergency, we did decide we just want something very quick and easy, and would be an easy cleanup as well tonight. So that's going to be a wrap for us, Tabby. I hope you had a good day today too. We're going to eat that cucumber as well. Put a little black pepper on this, and that's it. breakfast time. Today I'm going to start with a bowl of some fresh blueberries, and I'm going to keep it simple today. We are going to Arches National Park. We have a timed entry pass between 10 and 11 o'clock. So we're going to get in line at 9:30. So I've got yogurt. I'm going to add my favorite accompaniments, some cinnamon, some flaxseed, maple sugar, and then just a small little bit of walnuts. And then I'm going to top it today with some pumpkin seeds. These have a little bit of salt on them, and they just add a really nice little flavor. And so that's going to be my breakfast. I almost forgot to add my granola. I like a little bit of granola crunch on the top. Salt Valley Overlook. In the distance, the snow-capped mountains are the LaSalle Mountains. Okay, here's our main entree for dinner tonight. I just took 2 flour tortillas and I stuffed them with the leftover Moroccan meatball mixture that we had a few nights ago, and I just crisped them up in the pan a bit. We're not eating a lot for dinner because today was a day of nibbling from lunch right up until dinner. I'll take a picture of a sample of all the different things we had to eat today, but this is what we're having for dinner. Good morning. Good morning, Tabby. So I've got a grapefruit that somebody gave us earlier in the trip. Got some mango, banana, strawberries, and grapes. I'm gonna cut it all up, put it in my bowl, and enjoy this for breakfast. And Tabby, you're also having some fruit. So you've got an apple and some juice. I decided not to use the mango today because it's not wrinkly enough, and I'm not an expert on mangoes, but I've done enough to know that they are perfectly ripe when the skin is all nice and wrinkly. Our days are very busy here in Utah, We spent 2 days exploring Arches National Park. The first day we arrived, we did an afternoon and evening trip into Arches, and we explored the windows area. That was fantastic. And then the next day we had a timed entry pass. And so we were in the park from 10 o'clock in the morning until about 3 or 4 in the afternoon. And we did the hike out to Landscape Arch, and we had some lunch in the park. Overall, we've been eating quite a good variety, and that's the idea here behind the plant count. I'm doing it for myself because it's easy to slide into bad habits when you're traveling, easy habits, convenient habits. And I really am committed to my health, and I want to make sure that I am setting myself up for success. And so I've organized myself before the trip with the foods that I plan to eat and my menus that I plan to follow. And I have my recipes as well. This is my captain's logbook. It has everything in it. And so each day I want to reflect on what I've eaten that day. It's a little, not a game, but it's a test for me. It's a check to see how I'm feeding my gut microbiome. Am I giving it a lot of diversity? And I know I am, because I look back and I see how many plants I've eaten in a day. So that's what I choose to do. A quick look at the lunch we had yesterday in the park. This is from what I call my stash of portables. Different whole food plant-based items that I can pick and choose from as the occasion warrants. All right, here we have the ingredients for my lunch today. It's really what we would have had for dinner, but we are reversing lunch and dinner today. So we're going to have a big lunch and then head out to the Canyonlands National Park, and we'll be out there for the late afternoon and evening. We're hoping to catch some pretty views with the sunset. So for dinner we'll have some snack type things. Anyway, for lunch we're going to slice up the field roast smoked apple and sage plant-based sausages, and we're going to use half of them today and then save the other half for another day. We've got some mushrooms, some amazing sliced peppers and onions here in this fajita mix, and 2 other onions that we'll slice up. I want to use them before they go bad. And then a bag of simply diced potatoes. I really love potatoes, and I haven't had enough of them on this trip. So that's it. We're just going to saute everything up separately and then put it together in a bowl for a vegetable hash type meal. Here's the first step. You can hear the peppers and onions sizzling, and the sausage is also. I'm going to cook this up nicely and transfer it to a waiting bowl while I add other ingredients to the pan. So I know I haven't given you a tour of my camper yet, but here's a sneak peek at the kitchen area. And you can see right now I've added a little side table here for some extra counter space. And I have my kitchen area where we made a second story shelf for cooking. Comes in very handy. And then as far as today's lunch, we've added the 2 onions to the pan with the peppers, and the sausages are just about ready to be flipped. Okay, these potatoes are looking a little pale, so we're going to add some color and flavor. This is a new spice blend that I'm using. It's from Trader Joe's chili lime seasoning blend. And of course I love my paprika. I sprayed the potatoes with a little bit of olive oil spray. I don't really use this much oil at home, but I don't want my food sticking to the pans and making it impossibly hard to clean. So a little consequence of travel. And here I'm going to put a little bit of garlic salt, because we love garlic and potatoes need salt. Here, I'm going to let that sit and then I'll stir it up. Let's take a look over here at the peppers. I'm going to add the same seasoning to the peppers. Peppers and onions are just about cooked down. Pretty soon I'm going to add the mushrooms to that pan. Had a few sausage that didn't fit in the first pan, so I've piled them in here. Everything's getting all mixed together anyway, so we're all friends here. Okay, let's let the potatoes cook up before I stir them. Get a little crust on the bottom. That's how I like them. And we'll come back in a minute. Okay, so the mushrooms are cooking up nicely, and the potatoes are basically finished. And over here I have the pepper and onion mixture, which is done. And the sausages, they got a little extra crispy, but we don't mind. We like them that way. And now I'm going to add the pepper and onion mixture to the pot with the mushrooms in it. Mix that all up, and then add half of the sausage to the same pot. And we'll be eating in just a couple minutes. Here we have everything all ready to plate. Potatoes are nice and crispy. Peppers, onions, mushrooms, and sausages are looking good. Okay, here's my bowl. I'm all set. Just going to add some Cholula hot sauce to it. And I'm ready to eat. I'm hungry. Okay, Tabby, let's talk about what plants we ate today. For breakfast this morning, I just had a fruit bowl with grapes and strawberries and a banana and a grapefruit, and that was really refreshing and delicious. And then lunch, we just finished that, was potatoes, peppers, mushrooms, onions, and some vegan sausage. Really tasty. And I'm quite full now. So we're going out in a few minutes to Canyonlands National Park. And so since we flipped our meals, we had our big meal for lunch. For dinner, we're just going to take with us some grapes and some mini Lara bars and our favorite pistachio nuts. When we get home later, if we're still hungry, we're going to have some hummus and crackers. I don't want to take that with us because we're not going to bring a cooler. And that's going to be it for today. And I think once I add all of this up, we should have a pretty good plant count. And I know my tummy feels full and it feels good. And that's why we're doing this. It's a good exercise. I was searching for the right word earlier, and exercise is the right word. So it's an exercise for our digestive system, our gut microbiome. Well, that's it for today. Thanks so much for joining us on this adventure. And please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. Tune in next time. As I've said, we'll be heading to Canyonlands National Park. So join us for that, and join us to see what's cooking.